Hey guys, it's whoa, what's going on here? Sorry about that. Right, so I am streaming and recording in theory. I've just jumped into this game. I've kept a pretty shaky hand on the play. I quite like that I can go turn one stones, turn two, Amulet into spell pierce. Um, let's see what goes on. Um, I'm looking for bounce lands basically, and that has could have gone better. Yeah, bye to those cards. Um, so yeah, sorry guys, I am just messing around with my settings. My uh, stream just was not working earlier, so I'm hoping this does the job. And hopefully doesn't ruin the recording or the stream, and all is well. Let's chuck that down there. We may need it, we may not, but we'll chuck it down there. Right, so we've drawn a bounce land, so I think with them playing a breeding pool, I mean, it could be any range of decks really, but it's unlikely they're going to go after my hand. Much more likely that they're going to be playing a creature deck. So I'm not going to hold up Spell Pierce. I'm just going to play a Stirrings. Another Amulet would be great. I mean, this hand is pretty slow, but let's see how it plays out. Just waiting on my opponent here. I've obviously just jumped into this fairly quickly, so not much of an introduction. I'm running back the same Amulet list that I've run for the last couple of nights. It's been working reasonably well. I had a poor league earlier on where I went 1-3 drop, so that wasn't good. I decided to go mess around with Through the Breach and Emrakul, and disliked it, so we ran 3 games, lost all 3, came back here to the normal deck, and I've lost the first round. I have recorded that, but I couldn't stream it, so yeah, let's pick up the deck again and see where we go. I would guess that this is a green devotion deck of some sort. Sort of wish I'd held up a Spell Pierce now, but yeah. My hand's not great, and it's getting worse by the second. I think my plan here is just to put EE on 2 and then pop it. It's maybe a bit premature, but their best plays are like Garrick, and if he can play that a turn slower, it gives me an extra turn to draw cards. So I think, you know, I'm doing an average job of slowing him down by doing this. So I'm going to do that. I mean, yeah, I could have just held up Spell Pierce, I guess, and kept the EE for later on, but yeah, let me know your thoughts, whether that was a bad play or not. I guess we'll find out as the game goes on. Yeah, I'm still pretty clueless what this guy's doing, but he's obviously trying to ramp in some way. There's the Arbor Elf, which tends to go with these tappy, untappy type of decks. Okay. Big spells. So my thinking here is that I can't transmute and spell pierce, which is unfortunate. But if I don't transmute now, I'm not going to be able to play Titan for turns and turns and turns. So I am backed into a corner to tap out like this, and really just hope they don't do anything too disgusting in my turn, in their turn. Sorry. Havel Sylvan, Kayatid, is this doubling season Planeswalker deck? I mean, the the Planeswalker deck runs Nykthos, so I'm still no wiser after that land drop. This feels like Green Devotion, but I've never seen a white and blue version, so yeah, the guy's trying something different, so fair play. So he's got 5 mana available. Primal Command would be pretty bad. Yeah. I don't know what our spot is at the minute. That suggests a Primal Command, to be honest. They'll be chucking a Simic Growth on top and passing the turn, I would imagine. Searching up an Eternal Witness, something like that, which puts us in a really bad spot. Okay. I'm unsure what they've gained from this. Very unsure what they've gained from this. They had 5 mana. They've now got a beast token. What? Yeah, he's just wasted a Garrick. If they have an answer to this for 1 blue, a Spell Pierce or something like that, then fair enough. But it looks like all systems go. I'm going to be giving this guy haste with Boris Garrison and Vesuva. Probably attack the Garrick because I can't kill them this turn, so I just want to buy a little bit of time. Unfortunately, the Ghost Quarters are in the sideboard, so I can't take them off Nykthos. So I'm going to attack the Garrick, and I'm going to get probably either the Sanctum or the Gemstone Mine. I just want something that casts both Spell Pierce and pays for Pact, just in case they have a way of dealing with Simic Growth. So maybe a Teleria West for the Spell Pierce and Kalani Garden, just because. Yeah, I think that's okay. I'm going to keep jumping back to my Twitch page just to see if anyone's actually coming to watch the stream, because if they do, hopefully we can have a bit of dialogue. If not, we'll just record and we'll play some Magic. This guy has more mana than he could ever possibly need, and I can't imagine my Spell Pierce being very good at this point. Genesis Wave is certainly a card out of that deck that he could have. So we will see. When I pay up keeps, I tend to try and keep Simic Growth untapped, but that would mean that I need to tap a Slayer Stronghold and a Kalani Garden, probably. So I think I'm just going to tap both Simic Growths. Although, I'm not going to make a tie and untap and attack all in one turn, so I'm just going to attack these two guys. No. Oh, that was a misclick. Oh, that's bad. That is pretty bad. Well, I like a challenge, so yeah, let's try again. Bit of a. I mean, I don't think I've ever done that on Magic Online before, so at least you were all there to see me do that. That's a positive. Right, sideboarding. So Spell Pierce, obviously you watched. I did nothing with Spell Pierce. I don't think I want it. I may want Paducah Bog. It's not brilliant. I'm going to have access to it. I'm going to take the Radiant Fountain out. They tend to do big chunks of damage and not little bits of damage. And I'm quite comfortable on 26 lands and 8 cantrips, so that's an easy cut. Other cards that are not amazing here. Other cards that are not amazing. Azusa's not as good as this Scout because they have very few ways of dealing with the Scout. They may have a Dismember or two, but I'm quite happy for them to waste. I'm happy to take the risk that they kill the Scout. That's the point. If I play a turn 1 Scout and they play a turn 1 Dismember, well, they're not ramping themselves, so it's not too bad. Grafdigger's Cage is for Genesis Wave, and pretty much only Genesis Wave. May not be worth playing. They still get a lot of permanence out of that deal, so yeah, I'm not going to run that. The Needle is for the Dorks, this is all for the Dorks, this is for the Utopia Sprawls and the Fertile Grounds. Curse is pretty mediocre. The other cuts are quite tricky. I guess I can cut one of those. Have I got enough threats? I guess so. And one of those. Don't love cutting a Visions. I'm just going to cut a Nature's Claim. There's not that many targets for it, maybe 5 or 6. And I could shoot her up the Rex Sage. I've gained Ghost Quarter, so yeah, let's give that a go. This hand's fine. I can kill a turn 1 Arbor Elf. I can grab hopefully an Amulet from Stirrings, that would be ideal. I have a bit of ramp, I have Teleria West for threat later on, so I have things that do things, so we will try and do things. I quite like the Engineer Explosives and the Bounce Land. As things stand, I have access to 5 mana. I'm probably going to draw another land at some point. Yeah, let's see how this plays out. I mean, yeah, we're down a game, but I think, when I'm not sure, I like to try something slightly different, because really this is it's both sort of grinding Modo, and it's also testing. I want to try different things. I want to learn, when I can be controlling and when I can be aggressive. That was quite a sort of controlling line that I took. I'm going to put the E on 1, and I'm going to play a Bounce Land. Gives me quite a few options next turn. I can play as user and blow explosives next turn. I can just blow explosives and play Teleria West. I can do quite a few different things next turn if I need to. It's interesting that he's named blue. That suggests. Oh wow, okay. Wow, I'd love a Ghost Quarter. Rex Sage is interesting in that it does the same as what this EE is going to do, which is blow something up, but this way I get to ramp a little bit. I'm hoping to draw. Realistically, I'd love to draw a land next turn, either a Bounce Land or an untapped land that would let me play the Rex Sage and transmute to Teleria West, which would set me up quite nicely. He's not made a land drop just yet. If this is a Goic though, he's getting quite a way ahead. He can make 4 mana here. He has a lot of mana. Not a lot else, it has to be said. See, next turn he's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just an absolute ton of mana next turn. I don't think Vexage would save me maybe 1, 2, 3 mana. Sorry, ruin his life by 3 mana. I think I prefer playing Vexage than transmuting the Teleria West. And with that in mind, I'm going to play the Visions and see if I draw anything relevant. Primeval Titan's certainly relevant. I'm not going to go for the Fatal Ground with Nykthos on it because I'm not sure if you tap the Vexage, sorry, if you tap Nykthos for its ability with Fertile Ground, I don't know if you get a mana or not. The eagle-eyed viewer will notice that I forgot to attack Garruk as well, so this has been a very pathetic showing by me, not by the deck. The deck's been fine, but obviously I lost last game and shouldn't have done. Wow, all the Fertile Grounds. Next turn I'm going to try, assuming this is the situation, I'm going to try and play a Primeval Titan and get a bounce land and a Ghost Quarter, replay the Ghost Quarter and take out Nykthos. That would be my ideal line. This, depending what play he makes though, there could be quite a bit of yeah, could be quite a bad board state. He's got 6 mana available. I can't say I was expecting that card either. So let's see what he gets. I guess Eternal Witness, Primal Command. I assume with the white. Okay, yeah. So, if I put Witness and Primal Command in his graveyard, I mean I definitely want to put Primal Command in the graveyard. If I don't put the Witness in his graveyard, I put it in his hand, he's going to have access to enough mana to play Witness plus Primal Command, so the Witness goes. He's ramped a lot off of this, and I'm just hoping that he has nothing relevant to play. It's unlikely. If he wants to play another Garruk, he can, feel free. I just don't see, unless he's got something to follow this up with. He's paying 4 mana and losing a Garruk on 5. Okay, he must have a follow-up. In which case, the gifts pile is pretty clever. So he takes my turn, probably wipes my board and then gives me a turn back. He can just play Walking Ballista and I might as well f6 this. He's probably going to play the Walkie Ballista for 6 mana, use 3 of it to kill the Vex Age and do 2 to me, attacker's user, and block it on the Emrakul. Flying travel, protection from instance. Yeah, that guy's going to cause me a headache. I also know he's got a Nixos in hand now, so if I Ghost Quarter the one that's in play, it's not really going to gain me anything. So if and when I get a turn, I am desperately behind. If he plays the Primeval Titan, that wouldn't be particularly great for us either. Yeah, because he just fails to find, or and then passes a turn to me. Is that how this guy works? Yeah, so he gets to have a look at my library. And basically what he's doing here is forcing me to attack his Garruk so that I can get some lands in a desperate hope to achieve something. But looking at my deck, I don't think I can achieve anything, so yeah, I don't know what lands I can get that actually get me out of trouble here. So the attacker might just be completely worthless. Yeah, there doesn't look like there's a lot that can save us here, unfortunately. I'm not going to be able to kill him in 2 turns, which is obviously the clock that he's got. I think at this point I'm going to stop the stream. There's no one jumping in. I may as well keep recording. Although it's been a pretty horrible... Oh, so he did... He's going to pick up the Ghost Quarter, play it and pop it off, I guess. That's a pretty smart line from my opponent. Yeah, I mean, if he picks up the Ghost Quarter, plays Gemstone Ghost Quarter, plays the Ballista, something like that, I mean, I'm so far behind. To the point where I've probably seen enough, but I don't like conceding, I like to make them have it. Yeah, you see, that's not... You know, that's not the most efficient thing he could have done. Yeah, I assume he's not going to search for a basic. Nope. Like I say, I'm not sure how we beat this Emrakul now. Well, I might as well play it. I might as well go get some lands. I mean, they're not going to do anything. I think we all know that at this point. Do I fancy a Nixos? Not really. I took out the Radiant Fountain, which might have even bought me a turn, something like that, but I just don't see how we win from here. I'm going to pick it up. You've probably bored enough to not want to watch this anymore, so I'll give the guy a GG and load up another game, I think. I'll just stop the recording and start a new one. So yeah, just bear with me 2 seconds.